Capricorn 16. Boys and girls in gym suits. These are young people of both genders, and this indicates a sense in which, first of all, how we learn about life. This is what the kids are doing. They're at school, presumably, and there's a male and a female energy at play. So we're looking at two different styles of learning. The one harmonious, the other competitive. Both of those are indicated by this symbol. Competition is what gives the grit that we need in life to progress. If you imagine trying to climb up a hill, just walking up a hill, when there's ice, it's hard. It's almost impossible. We need the friction between us and the surface for us to be able to climb. And it's the same in every situation in life. Unless there's a little bit of grit, we just cannot move forward. So we have competition in our lives in order for there to be something against which to measure ourselves and to try and overcome. And that attempt to overcome is the energy of growth. Now we can direct that to our inwardly, so we're trying to overcome our own previous best, or we can direct that outwardly and compete against someone else. It doesn't make so much difference, but it's indicated here that the existence of a person outside of yourself with whom to compete is helpful, very helpful, if we're intending to grow. There's also the sense of physical exercise. It's a very obvious thing to say, but it's no less profound for that reason. Unless we actually get good physical exercise, we don't really progress spiritually. The physical aspect of life has a spiritual dimension, so we need to be physical in order to grow fully on a spiritual level. In the Sufi teaching, the three things that are considered interactive here are called energy, mood, and perception. Now, the energy we're talking about is physical energy. If you have robust strength, a lot of physical energy, then that expresses a certain quality of vitality, and that vitality can be transferred to the emotional realm and the mental realm. So the mood that we're holding, the emotions of our current state, are affected by our physical exercise, obviously. And yet people tend to forget this. If we're in a bad mood, the best thing to do is to go for a walk. If you're angry or something, just walk it off. It's that simple. What is also pretty clear is that if we include a certain amount of physical exercise in our lives, then our perceptions are made clearer. We see things more clearly from the perspective of having done physical exercise. You don't get caught up in the sludge that arises when you sit in an armchair all day watching the television. That feeling of what we call a couch potato, that's evidence of death and dying. Getting up and doing some physical exercise changes your mood and how you think. And it changes it in a way which is positive and more spiritual. And the other sense in this Sabian degree is the choice we have where to find the balance between agreeing with a situation and differing in that situation with that person. How far do we go to form harmony and to be well liked by agreeing with someone? How far do we go in the opposite direction, risking being disliked, excluded from the warmth of society by drawing attention to the differences between how you feel, what you perceive, and what you want to do with your life on the one hand, and what other people are doing? The extent to which you differ from the group will be a measure of how difficult it is for you to find rapport with the mainstream. And unless we're willing to go against the mainstream, we cannot really progress spiritually. So we're going to have to accentuate the differences to some extent. If we do that, then we tend to accelerate our spiritual progress a little bit more quickly. And when we do that, then we tend to mix with other people who are doing that too, which adds to the speed of our development. So on the one hand, you have the comfort of being well liked and fitting in, and on the other hand, the ability to move forward more quickly in your spiritual progress. However, the essence of this degree is all about physicality. Get out and do some physical exercise if you want to grow spiritually.